Hello, Scott.
Hello, Andrew.
Welcome to another episode of
Bold Chat.
Today's
Wednesday, October 19th.
This is a little...
Cockeyed?
Yeah. Oh, please.
Okay. How's that?
I think it's better.
All right. There's many things that we need to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, it is so hot in this studio.
Brutally hot. It's not even hot. It's like balmy.
This is going to be a shorter episode because I'm dizzy, quite frankly. It's 77 degrees in here. It's usually 69.
Should we open up the door?
No.
Why?
Because then all the noise outside. People in this building are very loud and obnoxious, and they just yell and scream and laugh and go crazy shenanigans.
Crazy shenanigans.
Yeah. So, and I know how I'm drinking hot coffee right now.
Well, they say hot,
No. Who's they?
hot things. Who's they? Yet you are the king of, I heard, or we've been getting complaints of.
By the way, so I was just in the hallway.
Hot beverages, they say, on hotter days, like a soup or something, you can use that to somewhat, like it's regulating your body temperature or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
I had hot tea in the desert when I was in Morocco.
It smells like onions in here now.
Yeah, I had a scallion.
You're disgusting.
I could eat a whole scallion by
Hot
myself.
Onions. They call those green onions and scallions.
Then
the
give
same
me a
thing,
candy
right?
corn.
So anyway, I was in the
Palate
hallway
cleanser.
looking for one of our engineers while I was drinking this coffee, and I walked down toward the AM station, and as I took a sip, I got a whiff and a mouthful of somebody's perfume that was so strong that I spit coffee out in the hallway because I choked on the perfume as I took the sip of coffee, and I just sprayed coffee out in the hallway. I choked.
You are literally the most dramatic human.
It wasn't dramatic.
Yes.
I choked.
Let's break.
I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in.
Let's break the story down.
Uh-huh.
You're holding coffee.
Yep, I'm taking a sip, and you kind of inhale as you take a sip.
And you inhaled so much that you had to go,
Yes, there was
oh my God.
There was very strong perfume that
That's
somebody
not dramatic?
No, it's the truth. There's somebody that must have just walked by with loads of perfume on that was gross.
If you're watching this right now on
I
YouTube,
ate it. I ate the
in the
perfume.
comments, please tell us, is Scotty being dramatic?
What does that have to do with dramatic? That's what happened. There was nobody there to witness it. It's not like it was, everybody look at me, I'm on stage here, I'm going to... I was alone.
It just is, it's so baffling that you inhaled that much perfume that you have to spit out your coffee.
It was overpowered. I choked on it. I choked on the fragrance.
You don't think maybe you choked on the coffee?
No, because I hadn't drank the coffee yet. I was just passing my lips as I choked on the fragrance, and the liquid flew out. It spewed.
Okay.
Anyway, by the way, the look on your face in the bathroom just before was priceless. Because Andrew and I walked into the bathroom, and there was a rando dude that we didn't know peeing.
Yeah, we did.
Who was that?
He's Joey. He works over at Breakfast Club.
Oh, I didn't know who he was. So he came to use our bathroom when he has one down by him? I see. Anyway, I didn't know who it was. Anyway, so Andrew was about to go to the urinal next to him, and he made a face like, ooh, and then went into a stall instead.
Well, urinal etiquette.
I know. Even though there is a divider,
Yeah.
I went right into the stall.
If I know the person very well, then I'll do it. But for the most part, I pretty much like to stay away.
So you only talk to people you know with penises in their hands? Is that how that works?
You know, when you phrase it like that, it enters a weird territory I wasn't thinking about.
Okay.
But it's more just like, hey, if we're chatting, we're chit-chatting, we're going to the bathroom, and then we stand next to each other versus... But I also, like, if I walk in and you're peeing, right, I'm not going to actively stand next to you. I'll go to a stall.
If it was me, you would.
No.
I'm not a meat gazer.
No, it doesn't matter about that. It more is like, if we walk in together, okay, we'll continue our chat versus me going into a stall and being like, and then... But
like when Skeery's in there, I go next to him. I don't care. But if it's someone I don't know, I will go in a stall.
Even if I know somebody, I like to stay apart.
Okay.
Unless we walk in together and then it's you're chatting.
And it's a complete abomination when there's no divider. It's so rude when the urinals are literally next to each other.
Oh my goodness.
And there's no divider. I do that little turn.
Yes.
Turn a little bit.
That's every sports arena.
Because I'm sorry, but your eyes, you have, what's that called? Your vision is that when you see on the sides.
Well,
What's it called?
Peripheral vision.
Peripheral, right? Your peripheral vision. You see it even though you're not looking at it.
But also at some point, it's just kind of like nobody is actively trying to look at your penis.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, here we go. Scotty Hot Stuff. Hey, everybody wants to look at this.
I don't mean me. I'm just saying in general. I'm sure there are people that are like, yeah, okay.
Okay, But the same way that I started off this whole conversation with, people have said you should drink hot things, and you're like, who are the people? Who are the people that you think are actively?
I've seen eyes. Like when you go to
people gazing.
Yes,
Okay.
when you go to a sports venue or something like that, and there's a bunch of drunk guys in there. Every once in a while, you'll feel eyes on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't notice the eyes, Scott. I don't know what to tell you.
You can feel the eyes.
I really, you got to be. And if they look, what's happening? What's
Nothing.
terrible?
Nothing. But they're going to go home and tell their wife, dude, I was next to this dude, and he was like, I'm packing compared to him. You should be so happy, or whatever,
So you really think this?
It's possible.
This is absurd to me.
Why?
Nobody cares. This is what I've learned, I feel, at 31. Nobody cares.
You're 31?
Yes.
Wow.
About 90. Oh, ding dong. 47.
I don't know. Last week you said I was 46. Why don't you make up your mind?
No, you're 47.
Okay.
Anyway, nobody cares. So every time you think that like a situation's super embarrassing, chances are, A, nobody saw it, or B, they saw it and they moved on with their lives.
Oh, I get it. I don't think anyone's actively seeking anybody out because they saw their junk at a urinal.
But you just said the story is they're going to go home and be like, oh, I'm packing compared to this guy. You should be happy, wife.
I'm pretty sure at some point in my life I said, oh my God, there was a dude standing next to me and that thing was huge.
So then you're the meat gazer.
Not on purpose.
Okay, you can't accidentally see a penis.
Yes, you can. Peripheral vision.
Scott.
You're right. Like right now, I see you. I'm not looking at you, but I see you.
Scott.
I see you over here.
Scott,
I'm not
see
looking.
you too, but like as I'm peeing, it's got to be like a pretty big thing in the peripheral vision for me to be like,
right. That way you can. Yes.
Scott.
Okay.
Admit it. You looked at a guy's junk in the urinal.
I think everybody has at one point in their life. Not on purpose, but just your eyes just go, oh.
How could it not be on purpose? You have to, as you're peeing. Well, do you pee looking at the wall?
I generally look at the wall. I will look forward. That's why it's nice when they have ads. I like when there's ads or screens or something you can look at.
Screens? Where are you going to the bathroom?
They used to put newspaper, like comics up there. There's like this clear thing. The little plexiglass thing, they slip a newspaper in. Sometimes. What? Well, places like bars and stuff,
the
they have
court
ads.
jester had that in near my parents' house.
Yeah, and
they used to put like the front page of the newspaper.
You go to like a bar and there's an ad like for ladies' night or
I don't like
drinks.
trough urinals.
Oh, forget that.
That's very
the big long. It's like a giant bathtub. Everyone just pisses in.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then there's ice in it. Why do they do the ice?
See, I like the ice because to me it's like
it's
competition to like melt the ice really quick.
I want to try to melt that one piece. And then there are those other places that have like the fake fly in there and you're supposed to pee on them.
What?
Yeah, the toilet flies.
Again,
the
where
pipe
are
flies.
you going to the bathroom that you have all these fun things?
Well, I've seen those in Mexico for sure, but some places here have it. They're pipe flies. And they're actual real things, and you think it's real, so you try to pee on it, but it's just on the urinal
Wait,
cake
did you just
package.
I tried to pee on it.
Yes.
You actively moved your body to do it?
Uh-huh. It's just like a little painted on the urinal cake thing.
Well, you're also not someone who goes number 2 in public places.
Yes, I do. I do it here every morning.
Yeah, but it has to be by yourself.
Yeah, correct.
Got it.
Yeah, I will stop if somebody comes in.
Do you ever do like on planes?
Never, not on a plane ever. Nope.
Okay.
Ever.
What about airports?
Every time.
Every time?
Every time right before we leave.
Really?
Nervous stomach, always.
Interesting.
No choice.
You get bubble guts.
Yep, and that's where my left one dips. I don't know why. The airport bowls are just, the water level is either high or the bowl is lower or something like that. I don't know.
Here's what I don't understand about bathrooms. The door, like the gap that they leave on the stalls, why are you leaving like this much space?
Yeah, I don't think it's meant
for
to be
no
like
reason.
That. You mean in between the door, or up top and bottom?
Up top and bottom.
Top and bottom. Well, they have to leave some space.
Just close me in.
It can't
it's
be
a stall.
It can't be completely closed because the door will scrape on the floor. I mean, it needs to be
a little bit lifted. I'm talking like this much.
I guess it's so people can see if there's somebody in there.
It's locked.
Not
what's the point?
Sometimes people look under. Like the cleaning people will look under. I've seen people look under to see if there's feet. Plus, if there's a suspect that hides in a bathroom stall, they have to see if there's somebody in there, so they look under the door.
This is the most crazy, door propaganda I've ever heard in my life.
Haven't you seen that in the movies and TV shows?
We can't lower the doors because criminals are hiding out in them.
That's right. And creeps need to be able to look over. So, I mean,
Is Big Door paying you? The Big Door Company?
Like, there was one time a couple of weeks ago where I was here in the bathroom and Josh peered over the top. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, he was probably just trying to mess with you. Honestly, every time I'm ever in a stall with you, I'm always convinced you're going to throw something over.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, I know.
Or under.
Yeah.
That's why they leave it. They want people to play games.
Big Door has said.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids need to play games in the bathrooms, and criminals can hide out if you shorten the door so privacy is not a thing.
That's right.
In other countries, it is. It's like a whole stall.
There are some places that have no doors at all. It's like, you want to go? Pfft, you got to go.
That's honestly squat toilets.
Ugh.
Have you ever used one?
I don't think so.
Let me tell you, that was culture shock for me in China.
You mean like where your butt doesn't touch anything?
You literally, it's this big of a hole.
Yeah.
They have a waste paper basket
That
you
I
throw
know.
your dirty
That's
stuff
disgusting.
in. And you squat, and it just bloop.
Ugh.
Bad. I can't. Squatty potties are great for that reason.
It trains you?
Well, it simulates if you're squatting. So it's called squatty potty.
You know, there are some countries in this world where you're not allowed to flush paper down the toilet. You throw it in the garbage can.
Yes. And then they dispose of all of it.
I can't fathom that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Let me tell you something. Not to get gross detail, but in China, I remember I was in a KFC
Ugh.
and the only urinals that they had available were squatty potties, and I
don't understand.
It wasn't great for me.
What? A squatty potty urinal?
Well, no. Stall.
Oh.
It had just the hole. And I was like, oh, God.
I don't understand this. There's no flusher?
They do have a flusher. But it's not like our piping that's like large enough to hold it. Because then you're cramming things into the hole.
Ew.
Yeah. And I will say this, too. In the bathroom just now, what idiot is in this building that they clump up everything and then just shove it down?
They wad up paper towels.
Who does that?
Like, do you do that in your house? If you don't do it in your house, why would you do it anywhere else? Like, it's so cool to you. First of all, what are you using paper towels for in the stall?
They're not even using paper towels. I'm convinced that they just are taking roll, wipe, roll, wipe.
It's the actual bifold paper towel. I've seen it. There's one dude I know that he puts a toilet seat cover on and a stack of paper towels on top of it, and then flushes the whole thing and it clogs for days.
It's insane. Ugh. It's so insane.
By the way, did I tell you that happened to me a couple of weeks ago?
What? Toilet clog?
I was in there. Did I tell you the story?
Hold on. We'll be back.
What?
We got to come back after break.
Oh.
It's hot today. We'll be back right after this.
After this?
After this.
No, this.
No, this.
And we're back. You can win. I don't care. So
I'll get you next commercial.
So this is it's pretty much similar to the story that happened with my friend Matt when we were on the bike ride. I told you that a couple of weeks ago, months ago, whatever it was. So I was in here. I don't want to get gross, but I was in here and I did what I had to do, and I flushed the toilet and the water started coming up.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
like, oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
And for whatever reason, when it stopped, I tried again. So the water came over and it went everywhere, and it wasn't just water. And of course, just at that time, the cleaning guy was in there. So I was like, oh my God. But I had to get out because the water was coming. So I was like, oh my God, what do I do? So I opened the door and I'm like, dude, I don't know. This is clogged. I'll let the building know. And I just walked out. But thankfully, it was a substitute guy. So I never saw him before and I never saw him again. But I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed because some idiot put paper towels in there before me.
It's just, I don't understand why we feel the need to shove these paper products down the toilet. Like,
I don't know.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Literally just grow up.
Yeah.
You would never do that in your own home.
It's like they're back in high school. Putting pineapples down the bowl.
It's just insane to me that we work with
pineapple.
Like the fruit?
No. They're fireworks.
Oh, pineapple fireworks.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Scott.
It wasn't a joke, dick.
Wow.
So, let's get off the toilet talk, unless you have something else to add.
I
hate the hand dryers. Hand dryers, useless.
Hand dryers are stupid.
Useless. And I don't want to touch the door anymore to get out. Put the damn paper towel thing right by the door so I can take the paper towels and then open the door with it, and there should be a garbage can right there.
Or just buy the things that they have on the doors now that you put your foot on. And you can open it that way. I love that.
Yeah. Or I just do my shirt. I'll do this.
No. Hate that.
But then I have diarrhea on my shirt.
Exactly.
There's sharticles on my shirt. Take that home with me.
Yeah. Gross.
Ew.
That's why bars, I just want them all to have the foot thing.
Yeah, well.
But then I could feel like that would get very aggressive very quickly with people kicking open the door. That's how I actually got a butterfly stitches on my head in first grade.
A door slammed into you?
Andrew Carnevale.
Oh, call him out.
He kicked open a door while I was going in, and it literally hit me in the head, and I fell back. And then I had a Stitches.
Is that
Butterfly
what the-
stitches.
is that
I
what
never
the
got
scar
stitches.
is?
Stitches. I actually do have like a little bump where the door hit.
A bump.
B2K.
Nice.
How do you know B2K? That's my generation, idiot. But yeah.
Well, then I think it'd be great. Like,
Did you ever get stitches?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But before we move on to stitches, like, so somebody that has a hook for a hand is probably the best person in a bathroom because they just like pull the door open with the hook and they don't have to touch
Nobody
anything.
has hooks for hands.
I think there are some. I've seen a guy that had a hook, and it's not.
It's not a hook like you're trying to make it. It's like
No, I'm pretty sure I've seen a hook.
you have not seen like a pirate
It's like
hook,
a metal.
Scott.
It's like a metal
Yes.
grabber.
Yes.
Almost like the thing you pick up garbage with.
Yes.
The grabber
like
thing.
tongs,
or the
almost.
up high.
Yes.
Paper towel things.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's almost like a tongue.
it's a grabber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hook.
Well, I'm sure there's one or two people that have actual hooks.
Nobody has an actual hook. Who would walk around with like a knife on their hand? Because that's what a hook is.
Not if it's not sharp. It could be like one of those screw-in
So
eyelets.
then what's the point? So I'm just like, hey.
To open things.
Scott.
To pull things. What?
No.
All right.
No. No one's walking around with a dull hook as a hand. That's not a thing. Especially with prosthetics, with how professional they are now.
Yeah, but hey Siri. Do people have hooks as hands?
No, Scott.
Okay, I found this on the web for do people have hooks as hands?
Nobody.
Check it out.
Body suspension. Why would anyone hang from it? No.
Oh my God, that's so terrifying too. People that do that. Have you ever seen that?
No. Just Peter Pan comes up. That's it.
Because it's not a thing, Scott.
Well, I'm gonna do a deep dive later.
You need to look up hand prosthetics.
I know, but that's not a hand. It's a hook.
It's a hand prosthetic. It's for people who have lost their hand.
Right. I think people have interchangeable hands and they can use different things. You don't think so? You don't think somebody that has a prosthetic has different ones?
Okay, so the way you phrased it originally and how you just phrased it are two separate questions.
What?
Do you think that people with hand prosthetics don't switch them out? Then I said no. Then you said, so you don't think people with don't have different prosthetics? That's two separate questions.
Well, I don't. What's the answer?
People have different prosthetics.
Yeah.
Sure. But they are very, very expensive.
I know.
So it's not something that's cheap.
I know. It's not like a closet full.
No.
Right.
So again, if I need a hand prosthetic, right?
Yes.
I'm not like, oh, I need to open a door. Clip that one on. Like,
No,
it's not a thing.
No, okay. I get it. Let's move on. Sorry. Can we talk about this wedding? Our friend Matt got married.
Oh, fun. Hi, Matt.
Did he text you?
No.
I think they're going on a cruise today.
Oh, fun.
Hope you guys have fun. Matt and Jen, congratulations. So,
Hope you have a great cruise. I know you hate when I sing. So this is just for you, Matt. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he might be listening to this on the open seas.
Open seas. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we had a really good time. I went with my daughter Cooper, and we had a blast. It was like,
Great.
I hate to say it was over the top, but it was over the top. Huh. And if you know Jen, over the top. Huh. But it was a lot of fun.
Great.
I mean, there was everything you could possibly think of, and then some.
Yeah.
And CNC Music Factory was there. Gonna make you sweat till you bleed. Is that dope enough? Indeed. Pay you the price.
Can you sing like the actual chorus?
Everybody dance now.
Jock jams.
Sure. And also, things that make you go, You don't know that one, do you?
I probably do. It's just I don't know it right now.
I think that was my favorite. But it was really cool. So, like, Freedom Williams came out of nowhere with this girl who was not the original, I don't think.
It's like Black Eyed Peas without Fergie.
What was that all about?
What?
They just performed at some...
Fergie hasn't been in the band for quite some time.
So why do they still call themselves Black Eyed Peas?
Because they were the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie.
But there was a different girl that came out. I didn't
Yes.
like that.
Fergie is no longer in the Black Eyed Peas.
I didn't know that.
It's been a while.
I didn't know.
Ever since she made that MILF money song. Can you stop smelling your
I'm
armpit?
sweating in here from the
I know,
heat.
but like every 2 seconds you're like,
It's a sauna.
okay, it's hot.
Why are
We
you
get
wearing a
it.
sweatshirt?
Because I'm not like sweaty
Are you
yet.
kidding me?
It's 77. Anyway, I was going to say something.
Fergie.
It was on the topic
Different
of,
people.
No,
Fill-ins.
weddings.
CNC Music Factory.
About music. I DJ Jackie's, my sister's Relay for Life
I
event.
heard about that. Somebody was mad about the speaker, right?
It wasn't that people were mad at the speakers. It's just, parents, if you're listening with your children in the car, why don't we take a minute to teach them that if they don't know something, to just...
Not say anything?
Exactly. Or just be polite.
Remind me of that because I have to tell you something about that.
This kid is like coming up to me. He's a volunteer, can't be more than 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
He can't even be a kid. He's a teen. I won't be mean. But the whole time it's like, nobody can hear the music up front. And so I'm like, okay, this is the speaker setup. This is as loud as it can go. I'll try and make it go louder. Okay. Comes back. I heard you work for a show. What's the show? I'm like, oh, well, I work for Z100. It's a show called Evil Strand in the Morning Show. That's not my generation. Don't know it. And just would like come out of nowhere and be just a little
he obviously
mean kid.
Obviously knew it. If he said he didn't know it, it's not my generation. So he knew it. He must have heard of it. You should have said you're from the famous podcast Serial Killers. Then maybe.
That probably would have made it even worse. The kid was already killing my self-confidence.
What's that?
But to be honest, it really was to me. And Jackie's husband, David, afterward goes, you never know what a future opportunity could look like. And that kid could have just blown it. I'm like, David, I completely agree with him on it in hindsight. But in the moment, I was like, there's no way this kid in 3 years is going to be. But who knows? Maybe he would have been really nice and interested in radio and could have gotten a tour out of it.
Never
but instead
know.
it was not my generation and walks away. And then
he needs to be taught manners.
Not to harp on this, but then they're doing contesting.
Right.
We let them do it because it's like, oh, they're cute. They're volunteers.
Well, like raffles?
Yes.
Okay.
How at a dog raffle
I'm
event,
so sorry. Excuse me.
do you give away things for like best trick? They didn't bring the sheet up. So they're like, number 11, you won. Number 11. Who's number 11? All the dogs have names.
Yeah, I don't know. That could have been arranged better.
Very much so.
And you just stood there with a microphone?
Yeah, I would make the announcements. So I'd go, coming up in 5 minutes, we are going to be doing a raffle. Raffles and prizes in 5 minutes. Make your way to the DJ booth.
Was there an agility contest?
There was.
I love-
Not an agility contest, a demo.
I love dog agility. I want to get Sawyer to do it. We waited very long for Boomer, our last Aussie, to do it. Like when he was like 11 or 10 or whatever, like, I don't know, maybe a year or two before he died, we took him to an agility course and he chased that thing around. Like he loved it. We have such great pictures of him jumping over things. I want to do it with Sawyer before he gets too old and his joints hurt.
That's smart.
You know? Yeah.
He'd love that.
Well, anyway, back to kids real quick that say stupid things.
Yeah.
So the one thing that drives me the craziest that my kids do, and I'm sure most kids do, is that so you'll go somewhere, like say even in the supermarket or something like that, and somebody will come and say, oh, hey, and you'll be like, oh, how's it going, whatever, and then like literally before they even walk away, the kid will go, who was that? And 9 times out of 10, I don't remember their name, so I can't say, oh, it was Julie.
Yeah.
And I just like elbow them and walk away because I forgot who that person was, so I can't say it right then, and I look like an idiot to that person because I forgot their name. That's just one. I say, please just wait until we're not near them anymore, or we're in the car, then ask me who that person was. Because most of the time I'm just like, oh, hey, how's it going? Because I know their face and I know that I know them from somewhere, but I don't know their name.
I'm very, 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 very bad with names.
I'm terrible with names. The worst. You're lucky I know your name. I really am awful with names.
I'm terrible, Brian. I just don't know anybody.
That's okay, Steve. Like when people come up here from the record label, I've seen them and met them 1,001 times.
Yeah.
And like, what's that guy's name again?
It ain't good.
It sucks because it makes you feel like a jerk. Like there are people that work in this building. There are salespeople that I interact with.
I have to take these off.
Why?
It's too hot.
Okay. That I interact with. And I forget their names. I think I have dementia or something.
I don't think you have dementia. You're just not good with names.
Ginkgo biloba. I need something. I need the jellyfish.
It's not going to help.
But why can't I? Is there a course
Have you
I can
always
take?
remembered names?
No.
Okay, so then this is something. It's not just all of a sudden.
I'm very bad with names.
Yeah, I'm bad with names too. It's not early dementia.
Like
you
a
just
lot
aren't good with it. Don't get dramatic.
Like even some of my kids' friends, I can't remember their names, and I
Okay.
feel like an idiot. Hey, Molly.
I really. You just don't remember names. That's it.
It upsets me though.
But there's nothing you could do.
It makes me feel like a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, but even the tricks, they say like you're supposed to shake
Right.
someone's hand and
And
repeat it back.
repeat their name.
But like it doesn't work.
I
So
literally forget the name 4 seconds later because I'm
Same.
tuned out and I
Yeah.
don't understand why.
I'm so focused on getting ready to ask the next question,
Right, that you don't hear
or
what they
following
say.
up, or keeping myself engaged in the moment.
That you're not hearing what they say.
Yeah.
Right. So just like, remember when we had Jason on, the snack guy? He said his name and then I forgot it. And I had to wait for you to say it again so I would remember. And when we had Brimstone on with his co-host, Kim?
Yeah.
Kim, right?
Yeah.
I think it was a K name.
Yeah.
And I forgot it. So I was writing the description and I couldn't remember her name.
Okay. You're not good with names. Like don't Don't freak out.
I mean, I know other things.
Yeah.
It's just names that I'm really bad with.
Yeah, don't freak out. You're fine.
I don't think I am fine. I think something's wrong.
Here we go. And so begins another Scotty hypochondriac
What? No.
moment.
What could? I mean, I'm not thinking like my brain matter is falling out my ear. I just don't. I don't know.
Sounds like it.
That's another thing. My ear has been weird. Like, when you do the Q-tip and you're like the earwax is usually like orange.
Yeah.
It's gross. Like every once in a while, I'll just like jam my nail in there and I'll like dink, and there'll be like some white crud.
Yeah.
Like, what is
That's
that?
dry skin.
It is?
Yes.
In your ear canal?
Yes, Scott.
How do you have dry skin in your ear canal?
Scott, do you know what like your whole body has?
Skin.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And it sheds like a snake.
Yeah.
The epidermis.
Isn't that nuts?
Right? Is that
and
what
you know
that
what
is?
you don't moisturize?
Your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the earwax moisturizes it.
Yeah, but if you're constantly picking it out, what's moisturizing it?
I don't pick it out. I swab it out. And I get in trouble for that. My
Yeah, it's
audiologist
terrible.
friend is like, do not put a Q-tip in your ear.
I'm telling you, get the ear camera. We've had this discussion before.
It's gross.
It's not gross. It's earwax. It's not gross.
I don't want to put anything in my ear that you have to clean and use again. That's disgusting. That's nauseating to me. That's like cleaning a tissue and reusing. That's like people that walk around with handkerchiefs and put it in their pocket and then clean it and use it again. Vomit.
Handkerchiefs are gross, but earwax is...
How about cloth diapers? Poop everywhere. Clean it in the wash.
Poop is gross.
Gross.
Earwax is literally just earwax.
And I don't believe it when people say that kids eat their earwax. That is so nauseating to me. Yeah. Like, I'll get the huzz from it. And little Robbie picks his boogers and eats them. That's so disgusting. Who eats boogers?
I don't know. That's gross. But earwax...
You're not supposed to eat anything that comes out of your body.
Okay, no one's eating earwax.
Okay, I bet there's somebody that
But
is.
if you just clean your ears...
Yeah.
And then with this camera... It's not going into a place that you're eating it. You don't eat out of your ears unless you do. And if so, like, that's on you, bro.
I just think those things are gross. Like, I take my earbuds out, and there's all gank inside. I'm like,
Oh, you reuse earbuds.
You have to.
It's basically that.
But I'm not digging my ear out with an earbud.
Do you understand the premise of the camera? It goes in, you take it out, you have a napkin, you wipe it off, and then you put it back in and get the rest.
I can't.
You're putting in earbuds every day that are cruddy.
No. I clean them with alcohol.
Every day. Every single time.
Not every time.
So if I check your earphones right now, there's going to be nothing on
No,
them.
there's probably a chunk or two.
All right. And so there it is. This is the same thing.
But
And
it's not
better for
but
your
it's
ears.
not goo. Like,
What are you saying?
wax is goo.
It's not. Can I show you my friend Quinn's?
No.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to see it.
My friend Quinn had the most insane, and when I like insane ear wax removal.
I don't like anything that your body makes, because anything that your body makes is garbage. That's what it is.
It was so crazy.
It's your body getting rid of gook.
It was like
Any orifice you have.
his first time using this camera.
Yeah.
It was gigantic. You want to see it?
No.
Look at that.
No.
That's earwax.
No.
It was, and I'm not even joking you, like you could see it on camera, that big, nuts, out of his ear, and it was blocking it, and it came out, and he was like, oh, wow.
Like, any hole you have is just gross waste. Think of every hole on your body, and that's just stuff that you got to get rid of.
My
out of
eyes?
here. Yeah, you got crud in your eyes in the morning. Absolutely.
They
It's
say
crud.
that's boogers.
It's eye boogers.
Yeah.
You get that? Your nose has crap in it. Your mouth, garbage comes out of your mouth. Your ears, wax, your butthole, your pee hole, everything. All your holes has stuff come. Even your belly button, which is not a true hole, has gook in it. Yeah, everything. They're all receptacles, or the other way, whatever. Things come out of them.
I feel like you're going to, in your old age, become like Bubble Boy. Like cradle yourself in the corner like, everything will be okay. The holes. I'm scared of my holes.
What comedy was Bubble Boy from? What show? In the 90s?
The Boy Meets World?
No, Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
Bubble Boy.
I don't remember that.
Okay. You should look at that episode. It's funny.
Jake Gyllenhaal was in the Bubble Boy movie.
I didn't know there was a movie.
Yeah, there was.
Oh.
I don't think it was based off the Seinfeld sketch, but know what I'm watching? Ted Lasso.
Oh, good.
Finally.
Good. I'm so
getting
happy.
to it.
I'm so happy you're doing that.
I will say I finished up The Boys season 3. Very disappointed in it. I love The Boys. It's such a hysterical show, and I love the action sequences.
I never saw it.
Oh, it's extremely dirty. Do not watch it with your children.
I wasn't planning on it.
But it was great. The first 2 seasons, excellent. Season 3, it felt like they just went so overboard that I was kind of like so tuned out. Like I didn't care.
See, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just going,
I'm sure maybe our fans, one of them has watched.
Maybe.
A lot of people have messaged me since I mentioned Only Murders in the Building, and we're like, I loved it. I watched it from your recommendation.
Do you watch The Cleaning Lady?
No.
Love it.
I refuse to watch that show.
Why?
I don't really like anything on 2, 4, 7, and 5.
But it's on Hulu.
Because it was originally on Channel 5.
Well, yeah, but it's on Hulu.
It's not like network shows.
Oh, because they can't curse.
Yeah, it's just so bland, and they write to commercial breaks. So it'll be like, how do we know he's the killer? Well, I found this
Fade to
commercial.
Black. Yeah.
And then they pick up, and it's like, where are you?
Well, if you still have a TiVo box, you just go boop, 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 and it comes back.
Not if you're watching it live.
Well, I don't watch it live. It's on too late.
And now you just watch it on Hulu, so you just...
No, I watch it on my TiVo. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, now they have the feature where you just press the D button, and it just goes to the next segment.
So smart.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah.
That thing's going to crap out soon. I don't have many more years with that.
Sad.
It is sad. You know, but I'm telling you, though, that lifetime service has paid off.
Yeah, truly.
Yep. I think.
I don't
remember how much
now
it was.
Everything is on streaming. And let me tell you, Netflix is now doing ads.
I heard about that. So what does it cost?
Stupid. $6.99.
It should be free.
At this point, everybody is just outpricing themselves. I am spending such an insane amount of money on streaming platforms.
That's the thing. You know what? All these streaming platforms, what they should do is they should go like YouTube does, play ads, and just give it to you for free.
But
why
even
not?
YouTube is starting to annoy me. Every video I watch on YouTube now, I'll get maybe 2 minutes in, and then it'll say, like, ad.
Well, I mean, that's the way of the world. That's how things work, and that's how people make money.
It's just so effing annoying because there used to not be so many ads.
But don't you think that everybody should have the option, if they want, to have all these streaming platforms for free with ads, just like you would on TV? Why not? You should have that option. I'm sure it would more than pay for itself.
Yeah, I mean, to be frank, I would pay for, like, I'm already paying for ad-free versions.
Right. See, I would just get every single one and just let ads play. I don't care. That's when you go to the bathroom. Or fix a snack.
Fix a snack. Yeah, I don't, I'm not a big fan of these new price tiers. There's too many streaming networks. And to be frank, a lot of the shows on Netflix are crap.
Yeah.
A lot of the movies that we're getting,
so much content.
It's just like movies used to go straight to DVD, and they'd go right in the Walmart discount bin, and you'd be like, "Oh, of course, Anaconda, the remake, got released straight to DVD. It looked terrible, and there's no actors in it. Now it gets released on Netflix, and like someone on the internet is like, this cult horror movie is amazing, and it's not. It's crap. We're just watching crap."
Do you think that at some point there won't be like cable television anymore, and everybody will just have their own streaming service, and that's the way you'll get it?
I don't think so, because I think what's happening is there's too much variety going on, because already HBO Max was its own thing. Discovery bought them. Now they're just merging the platforms. It's just going to become like 3 different things. Right now we're just overpaying for those 3, like
that's the
7 or 8 different things.
That's why you should be able to do it a la carte. And just that's what I've always said about cable television, because there's 700 channels and you watch like 12. So you should be able to just pay for what the channels you want, and that's it. Same way with streaming.
But also, not to like go deeper, but Netflix, Hulu,
sorry,
all these other networks, they don't report their ratings. So whenever you hear any of these like movies,
number one watched,
there's no statistics behind it, and they're selling off of that. So ultimately, that's going to have to break one day, because you can't just say, make a movie with me, we'll give you your $200 million, and then you're asking where the money comes from, and it's because they're scamming investors with fake watch numbers.
But they do get nominated for awards, don't they?
Yes, because, again, people are choosing to go like the streaming route because you have more creative freedom. But they're also saying, like, The Lost City. Or the one with Channing Tatum and Ryan Reynolds that came out, like the Red List, whatever it was, the Red Tape.
Yeah.
They claimed that movie made the equivalent of like $200 million if it was released in a theater. That's how many people were watching it.
Based on subscribers.
Yes, they're like, this many subscribers were watching it, which would translate to this many ticket sales on its opening weekend.
I don't know if you could do it like that.
Exactly. And they're selling based off of that and making money off of that, because they're going to their investors and being like, give us more money because all these people are watching it. But they don't report any of that actual data. So you're basing it off of like, trust us, bro, it works.
Okay. And with that said, we'll be back right after this. Nobody said anything.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
Cool.
Turn off the earwax video, please.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, I think there's a big scam afoot and we need to do some investigating. Because Instagram is the same way. And Facebook.
Everything is like that.
Facebook, remember when they had Facebook Watch?
For a second, yes.
Yeah. They were manipulating the views, and you'd upload something and it'd be like, oh, I got 50,000 views.
By the way,
off of nothing.
Here, have some edible earwax. That's pretty much what candy corns are. I'm not a fan of them, but they're here, so I'll eat them. I love marshmallows, and they kind of remind me a little bit of marshmallow, or at least those circus peanuts.
I used to not be a fan of candy corn.
Look, none of these have the white on them except that one. They're all broken off.
I was not a fan of candy corn.
Me neither.
I am now.
Me neither. These actually would make good earplugs. They're shaped perfectly. I mean, your ear would probably dissolve it overnight and eat it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Do you know I learned how to prune my bamboo tree?
Okay.
Not the one at my parents' house. I already did that this year. And let me tell you, the harvest was great. Not harvest. It wasn't really a harvest, but...
Harvest.
Did you have a That's So Raven moment?
What's that? I'm going completely off topic here. I don't like that word in one aspect. You can harvest vegetables and fruit all day. Harvest corn, harvest wheat, everything. But unfortunately, somebody here in the city died a couple days ago and donated all their organs, which I think is spectacular. I'm an organ donor, love it. I don't like that they use the word harvested to say that they took their organs out for donation. I don't know why. It bothers me.
Are you like trying to make a PR pitch to organ donation services? Like, change the terminology.
No, I'm not. I don't, because when I think harvest, I think of cornucopias at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I don't think that you going through someone's body and taking their livers and lungs and heart for donation. I think that's great, but they should call it something else. Like removed. How about that? Just removed.
Because removed doesn't imply where they go. Harvesting is literally saying we took out their eyes and like are harvesting them for someone that may be able to use it. We're taking their liver, their kidney, their heart.
Right.
They're harvesting them.
How about we just removed it and it was donated?
Why use that many words when you could just use harvested?
Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I don't like the way it sounds. That's all. It just sounds weird. I think of hay.
I get it.
I just think of John Deere.
I get it. But think about it. What are you doing when I take out your heart? Because you died.
You're removing it. I'm donating it.
But what am I doing with it?
Taking it out and giving it to someone else.
I can't give it to somebody else. It has to stay there.
You're implanting it in someone else.
It has to sit somewhere for a second.
In a cooler. They're not just put it in a cooler.
So I'm harvesting it.
You're taking it out and putting it in a cooler and then putting it in someone else. What?
Imagine sitting down to be like, all right, your heart transplant. Let's go through it. We took this out of someone's body. It was donated. We put it in a cooler, and now it gets to come to you.
Yes.
Instead of just saying we're taking a harvested organ and putting it in your body.
I can't. No. I mean, I understand that that's the word. I get it, but I don't know. Like, how did it come to be?
I just literally explained it to you.
But there are many words that have different meanings.
Okay.
And I just don't think that's one that should, because I'm thinking of bountiful fruits.
That's great.
I'm harvesting
magical.
The apple
I'm so
trees.
happy that you're thinking of
Harvesting.
that. But it also is applied to me. You're dead.
Yes.
I need to take your heart.
Yes.
I can't just hand over your heart to somebody.
But you can just take it out and I'm donating it.
Yes, you're donating it, but it still has to sit someplace.
It has to have a word. There needs to be a term.
Scott, hearts don't just come out of bodies and go into different ones.
Okay, apples just come out of trees and then you eat them. When you pick them. You pick them.
But they're harvested.
Right, you're picking it. Harvesting, picking.
Yes.
But then I'm eating it.
The same way the heart goes into you. It's you're taking a seed.
That's fine.
And it's growing underground. You're harvesting it.
It's fine. It's I don't want to argue this because it's just so stupid. It's just so dumb. All I'm saying is that word just doesn't sound right to me as far as body parts go. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I could have just said that and moved on. That's it.
If you're listening and you're a part of an organ donation charity, Scott would like you to change the terminology of said.
No, I have the little heart on my license.
Same.
I'm all about it.
I became an organ donor recently.
Maybe I shouldn't do my eyes anymore because they're starting to go bad.
I can't with this. I can't. I can't do this right now. What? It's too hot, and I can't get more aggressive than I already am right now.
I have to show you the prescription. I don't even know. I can't understand what it says.
It's probably like
I can't see that anymore. I used to be able to read that.
I can't really see it either, so I squint a little bit. It's not like your vision's completely gone.
I know it's not, but I shouldn't shouldn't have to do this to read Tuesday. I mean,
You're reading
Wednesday,
it. You're reading it. You are the kid.
But I know
who
it
is legit.
because I know what today's date is. I can
Scott.
see that. Show me something that I don't know what it says. And please.
Okay.
It starts with a T, right? I can't see. I can't. I used to be able to read that. Well, that says Stacks. I know that because I put that there.
And then what's this one?
T. I can't read what goes underneath that.
But you're right. It's a T.
I can see it starts with a T. Like when I do the eye chart, I can see some letters, but I can't see them all anymore. You don't have to get frustrated with me. I'm getting older, and my eyes are going. Yours are going to also.
It's listen. I already have an astigmatism. I suffer from one.
Okay. And you have that thing.
My patch.
Anarola. What's it called?
Etarola? What?
What's it called again?
Alopecia?
Alopecia. See, I forget things.
Do you have like an ant Etarola?
It's so hot
What
in here.
the hell is that?
I'm sweating. It's so hot and disgusting in this room.
disgusting in here.
Oh, my God. But anyway, I'm just saying, so I need readers or whatever you call them. Is that what you call them? Why are they prescription, though? Can I just go to Costco and buy readers off the shelf?
You can. My parents do that.
See, here's the thing. I always thought that a prescription for glasses were always specific to you. I didn't realize that a lot of people have the same exact prescription. I didn't know that.
My parents have. My mom just goes to Costco and buys in bulk the readers.
Yeah, because they just do the click, 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 click with the eye exam thing.
Yeah.
And so, you're this and that. So there are a lot of people that have
and
the
you
same
already
thing.
said you're 20 in one eye.
Yeah, my
So
right
it's
eye is
perfect
20/20.
vision. Yeah.
Or 20.
So you have perfect vision in one eye.
Yeah, so
which means that you probably have a light prescription in the other.
Yeah, well, because of that corneal abrasion that I have.
Here we go.
Well, I mean, somebody.
Here we go. Here we go.
The doctor even said that.
Corneal abrasion. Because I bet you sit in the chair and go, hey, I'm having eyesight problems. I can't see. I was given a corneal abrasion 5 years ago. It's never recovered, and I think that might be the thing.
Well, she saw it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is the doctor you went to after
said-
Jeff poked you in the eye, so you went to the emergency
With his
room.
nail. I didn't go to the emergency room. I went to the optometrist. I should not have driven home that day. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I was in so much pain.
Yep.
What?
Corneal abrasion.
Think about, okay, so your foot is almost amputated in an accident, but I'm just going to go walk on it.
Are you comparing getting scratched on your eye to your foot almost being amputated?
I'm saying as far
Are
as-
you insane?
I mean, as far as being able to see, you dick, I couldn't see. My eye was cut. I couldn't see. So I was
healed pretty well.
But all I'm saying is I shouldn't have driven that day. I couldn't see anything. That's how damaged it was.
My sister literally had a stick poke through her eye.
Okay, I don't need to hear that.
So, and she's fine.
I didn't. Okay, but I'm sure her vision is not perfect in that eye anymore.
Well, because my dad's vision is terrible. It's hereditary.
No, she was injured. It's an injury.
She didn't get
It's a
glasses
scar.
because of it.
It's a scar, just like you have scars. Like that song, Scars Remind Me. What? Papa Roach. You know that song?
I'm sure I do. I can't.
You want to go?
I'm cracking up
Why?
because I really can't wait to see your prescription.
I think I'm just delirious from the heat.
Are you going to get Costco readers, or are you going to make sure you get
No, I'm going to go to Warby Park and get nice glasses.
that you're going to wear all the time?
No, I'll wear them when I need to read computer screens. Dude, computer screens really mess people up.
Why don't you get blue light
Phone
glasses
screens.
then?
No.
That's what they're saying you should use.
Yeah.
Blue light glasses block out all this, like,
Do they look different?
no, they're just glasses.
Oh.
Diamond has them.
I wasn't prescribed those. I can't get them.
No, you can buy them over the counter.
Blue blockers? You
Yeah.
remember those?
No.
You don't remember blue blockers from the late 80s or so?
Have no idea what you're
The
talking about.
infomercials for blue blockers?
You're just saying noise at this point.
You look at the commercial, the bunch of people on a boardwalk, and they talk to them. They put the blue blockers on, like, whoa. Yeah, and they show the before and after, which isn't really real because there's no way you know what an eye is seeing.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody sees, like, a little bit differently, right?
Yeah.
Like, I see this red a little bit differently than you do.
Yeah,
Yeah?
for sure.
It's-
I'm bad with like lime color greens. Like at some point,
Like, can you tell the difference between these two buttons?
not really.
Those two? The green and the yellow?
Yeah, I can't. That's yellow.
It's yellowish.
That looks green to me.
See, I would say that's lime green and that's green. What about this?
That's yellow.
It's like neon yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is green.
That is green.
This is blue.
Turquoise. I don't know. I just think it would be interesting to be able to see out of someone else's eyes and just see if it's different. It's impossible, obviously.
That was really deep. I'm going to take that quote and make an inspirational quote out of it. I wish I could see through someone else's eyes.
I do. I just want to see if it looks the same. You know?
Probably doesn't.
You don't think so?
My friend Tommy is colorblind.
Tommy and Gina?
Yep. That Tommy. He's colorblind.
I had a friend of mine who was a police officer.
And was colorblind?
And was blind. And I don't think he should have been a police officer.
Colorblind?
Yeah.
Huh.
You're not allowed, I don't think. I think you fail the test if you're colorblind. I don't know how he got past that.
I don't know.
Because they have those, things with the bubbles and the 9 inside, and you have to tell them what number it is. And if you can't see the color, obviously you can't see the number. I forget what those tests are called. They have a name.
Well, the Air Force you can't because obviously you're flying things.
Right.
In the Navy you probably can't either.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're chasing a suspect and you have to say what they're wearing, what color their shirt is. He's running with a sweatshirt. What color is it?
It's gray.
Gray?
This is the 14th gray sweatshirt person that's been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Never thought of that.
Right? I'm sure there's a lot of professions where you cannot be colorblind to work. Pilots, probably, like you just said.
No, you can't.
You just said that, Air Force, but I mean, like a regular commercial pilot, I'm sure not.
Yeah. Because there was, I forget what I was watching. And there was somebody was colorblind and they got mad that they were colorblind and wanted to be a pilot. Whatever. But.
Yeah, I'm sure, if you think about it, I'm sure there are plenty of professions where that is a no-no.
Yeah.
Not radio.
Elite radio pros like you don't need that.
Most radio people have just like half a brain.
That's true.
And that's acceptable.
Yeah, that's true.
No college degree. Dope.
It's not of my generation. Well, it's been great seeing you all.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I'm hot.
I am hot as well.
So
It's funny because as soon as we open that door, it's like walking into an ice box.
It's wonderful.
You know?
Well, thank you.
What's an ice box? Do you know what an ice box is? What are you doing? You're looking at me like
it's like a freezer.
No, actually, that's what a refrigerator was before there was like refrigerators. They would just have a big box. And the Iceman would come around to the neighborhoods and they would deliver one giant block of ice and they would put it in a pan in this thing in a box. It was just a wooden box with an ice cube in it.
That's fun.
And it kept your stuff kind of cold.
Do you know they do that in Dubai?
Why? They don't have electricity?
No, Dubai, because it gets so hot in the summer, you get ice delivered to your house to throw in your pools.
Really?
Dubai as a whole is like insane.
So instead of heaters for the pool, they have coolers?
Well, think about it. You're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
So in the summer, it could be like 100-something degrees. And it's like a lot of energy to run your pool to be cold. So they just get ice delivered.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fun fact also, the Burj Khalifa, that giant tower.
Wiz Khalifa?
Yes, Scott, the Wiz Khalifa building in Dubai.
Yes.
The tallest building in the world did not have plumbing for almost 10 full years.
How did they install it?
So
that's a big job.
Because Dubai is not great with its infrastructure. A lot of it is just flash. There's no actual things connecting.
That's a toilet paper in the garbage can place?
It had poop trucks come every day.
Ew.
To basically, it was like one giant porta potty.
You can be colorblind for that. They don't care.
It was porta potty. That entire building was a porta potty.
It just
for decades. For a decade before they put plumbing in.
Dunk.
Yeah. So just a fun fact. If you're walking around today, the tallest building in the world did not have plumbing for a very long time, and it now has plumbing. But before that, they had giant poop trucks coming every day to refresh, I guess.
Is the poop truck business now out of business?
What do you mean?
Like, did they still need poop trucks?
Because they keep building stupid new projects that aren't hooked up to the plumbing.
What do all the poop truck companies do? They just,
I guess, move.
Where do they dump it?
Probably they recycle it somehow.
They recycle poop? Hello?
Yeah, when you flush your...
All right, this is disgusting.
What do you think waterworks are for?
Waterworks?
Yeah, like water...
Like from Monopoly?
Like, again, what do you think that's for? It's to filter water.
Well, there's a water treatment plant.
Where do you think everything in your...
I've always wanted to put a camera inside poop and just watch what happens. Didn't Oprah do that many years ago?
I don't think Oprah.
I think she
put
did.
A camera on her own poop.
I don't think it was hers.
I don't think Oprah.
Search it. Search Oprah poop camera. Search it. Search it.
And then we got to go because it's hot.
You're right. But also, like back to dumping ice in pools in Dubai. If you put too much ice in it, it's going to melt and the water level will raise and it'll overflow. You have to, I guess, take into account how much ice you're going to put in and not have that much water in the pool. But then again, the sun probably evaporates a lot of the water in the pool anyway.
No, but apparently she has a dog poop hack.
I'm telling you, on her show, I could swear she flushed a camera down the toilet to see where it went and what happened. I don't know. Maybe
There's a forum from 2006, DV Dizzy forum. Oh, it's about Disney DVDs and beyond. And
saying
that she's talking about poop.
No, I don't know where I heard that, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing. But anyway.
They're saying she made defecation an empowering experience.
Cool.
All right. Well, with all that said,
everybody poops, Andy.
It's true. Well, unless you have gastrointestinal distress, and then you could go a very long time without it.
Then you have a bag?
No, then you have to get, there are some people who don't poop that they literally have to get, a surgery.
I can't imagine. That must hurt so bad.
Yeah.
That's like constipation to the next level.
Yeah. Sad. All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening.
Then eventually you just can't eat anymore because it's just building up, and then you're like, I got no more room for it. Do you vomit poop at some point?
People have. If you look it up, that's happened before. I don't think it's because of being that constipated.
It's just the pipes are mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even. I would throw up more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to stop.
Could be an old wives' tale, but I
wouldn't be able to stop
enough.
vomiting because that makes me vomit.
Yeah.
And I'd vomit more.
Well, some people have to get poop transplants put in because it's something with the bacteria.
What?
Some people need to get their poop. They they implant poop in you because it's the bacteria.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
And you need to have a certain amount of gut health or bacteria or something, and it helps produce it. Didn't you ever see? No, you probably didn't. There's a South Park episode that's hysterical about it.
No.
Yeah, it's really funny. Anyway, thank you so much for watching
Mr.
or
Hanky?
listening. No, there's an episode where they're doing extreme dieting, and the girl's like, I lost 50 pounds. And they're like, how did you do it? And she's like, she doesn't tell anybody. And then slowly the town starts to catch on by that if they just implant someone else's poop, it fixes their gut health to make them lose weight fast. So they all just start doing it. It's a very funny episode.
I just eat Brock's candy corn.
I just drink a lot of water and take Vicilium husk. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. We appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button over there. We really appreciate that. We're
my forehead looks
100
really big, right?
We're 100 and if we're at 835.
Why does my forehead look so big?
I don't know, Scott. We're 165 subscribers away from being able to get monetized.
Please, if you don't subscribe to us on YouTube, just do it now. It takes a second.
Yes, it's
but
so
you know what's
easy.
annoying? You hit subscribe and it's like, sign in. That's what people get. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching
That's what happens to me. I want to like a video and it's like, sign in. I'm not signing in. Why am I just not already signed in?
Because they want your data.
But they have it already.
Well, they want more. So if you're watching this, hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which means that we can get monetized
now, when you
on
say that,
YouTube.
what is it?
I don't know.
$1 a week?
I don't know.
What is it?
It would be nice to know. So I'd love to figure it out.
Does that mean that they're going to then put commercials on it?
That we get paid for?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then people can hit skip?
I'd love that. Let's make that happen for Scott and I.
Sorry, Matt and Doug. Stop singing, please.
I don't care.
You should, because they are our bread and butter.
Well,
and people like them.
For those two, how do people like them?
No,
and people commenting about them.
No. And people like them. I don't mean that they like them. People like them. There's lots of people that are like them.
Well, only your friends have complained about it. So
complained about what?
Anyway, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Leave a review if you're on a podcast platform of your choosing. Hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening. We appreciate you. We love you. Head to serialkillerspc.com. Thanks to the person who bought a shirt last week.
Yes, Melanie. No, Mallory from Brooklyn. Thank you.
We're bad at names.
Hold on.
Okay.
Mallory from the Bronx. Thank you very much for purchasing a T-shirt. There aren't many more larges left, but we do have small, medium, and extra large. Go to serialkillerspc.com. Buy one, please.
Yes. Thank you all so much again. We really do love and appreciate you. And we're going to do a disgusting dinner party soon.
Andrew will blow his nose in the shirt, and then I'll wash it, and we'll send it to you. Like a handkerchief.
Gross.
Like an old man handkerchief.
Gross. Okay, thank you. Ugh. And you got to make the noises, too. Let me get my newspaper.
You blow your nose very loud as well.
It's a family thing.
You horn it.
Yeah, honestly, if we called Jackie right now, she'd be like, yeah, that's us. We definitely do. It's a problem. Thank you all so much for listening. We love you. Okay, thanks. Bye. On the count of 3.
Oh, we got to say clink. Let me get the spoons. Okay. I can't even get up. It's so hot. What does that mean?
I truly don't know.
Oh, I need powder. All right. Until we see you on Monday with an all-new serial killer, say clink, Andrew.
Clink! Jeez, that's aggressive.
Okay. Hit it.